Hey everybody, welcome back to IP Farms. Well, it's another beautiful day here on the farm. It's been raining, rained all day yesterday, all day today, up until about the last hour. Supposed to come back in this evening, and then I think it's going to turn cool and be a beautiful weekend. Today's Wednesday. But just wanted to throw this in there up front. Today's video is going to be a little bit different, not necessarily completely farm related. It is in the general grand scheme of things, but regardless, let me just explain. I'm sitting on a gasser slash drag car frame that was built back in the 50s or 60s, I think. Buddy of mine's got it. He's going to make kind of like a parade car out of it, set it up. He's already got some work done on the front end. I'll show you a little miscellaneous here what I've got to do, but this does directly relate to the farm because this particular buddy is the one I got the motor from for my grandfather's truck. We're going to do some swapping for the work welding here I'm going to do for the motor. I'll show you that here in a minute. So yeah, that was a good trade on both of our parts. He's getting something done and I'm getting something that I need. So not really sure how it'll go. May just put it on time lapse. It's just going to be some grinding and welding and cutting and going on. But you know, if you guys are interested in it, you are. If you're not, you know, you can click off now. I totally understand that. You know, my views aren't through the roof anyway, but you guys always tell me if I make a video of it, you'll watch it. But try to keep it directly farm related, which, you know, this is in a sense kind of like the farm and fun project we did that time where I welded a trailer hitch on for a buddy of mine. But anyway, I'll show you what we're looking at here and we'll get after it. Okay, I'll show you a little bit of this right quick. Some jankered up motor mounts have been welded in and cut out years ago, both sides. This side's not as bad. Of course, there's definitely a hole in the frame there. I've got to plate that. Something was cut out up here. I've got to grind that down and fix that. Place here on the frame that's been folded up and welded. I think this notch was cut out back here possibly for a Z-bar for a straight drive. Just miscellaneous places. This side here is really bad. Gonna clean all that up and put a plate on that. Back here on the where the cage was welded in, I guess there was something back here, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna cut all these off and smooth all that up. If there's any holes in the frame there, I'm gonna put a plate over it. Basically just clean it up, make it a little more structurally sound. Like I said, this is gonna be a parade car, if you will. Gonna set it up like an old school gasser. I honestly don't even remember what he said. I think it's a 30s model or 40s model Ford or something like that. I'm not even real sure. He's started putting the leaf springs on the front with a straight axle. That's just basically to make it rolling right now. But here's the motor for Grandpa's truck. You've all seen it probably in some clips. I think Mr. Brent inquired about it in a past video. Small block Chevrolet, I think came out of a late 60s Chevelle. Not real sure what it is. I haven't run the numbers. I'm thinking it's a 327. It looks like it's got the 283 327 power pack heads on it. That's what's going in there. I'm hoping to do the throttle body fuel injection aftermarket, of course, and then I'm wanting to get a serpentine belt set up off of a later model center bolt valve cover Chevrolet motor, so I can run the short stubby air conditioning compressor and keep everything nice and neat there, because I am going to put air conditioning back on Grandpa's truck, get all that fixed eventually. So that's the trade, the work here on the frame for the motor. So let's get to burning some wire. Okay, well that took a lot longer than what I anticipated, but we basically got some plates here, plate on the inside, cut that out, got a plate over there, got a long plate on top there, and I was able to cut the rest of the roll cage off back there. So we're gonna try to weld this up here, see what happens. Seems like the welder's kind of acting up, and that sounds like an excuse, but it's not really putting down the bead like I want it to. But we're gonna get it together anyway. This is not a show car, it's a parade car. You never see the frame once the body's on it, so let's get after it. Okay, it's not perfect. But we got some plates on, so we're gonna call it good. Okay everybody, we're gonna wrap this one up and call it a video. Just a little welding and grinding today on a, farming funding project, I guess you would say. Feel good that I got the frame finished up now. Like I said, I've had it for several months. Had the motor too for several months, but we're even Steven now. I think he'll be pleased with it. He can carry on with what he wants to do. It's not perfect by any means. If he was really going to run this down a drag strip or something, we'd have to probably start over with the frame, but it's just a parade queen, if you will. So hope you enjoyed it. Wasn't a whole lot. Got this one knocked out, so I got to put some struts on my mom and dad's vehicle here before I tie the shop up. As soon as I get that knocked out, then we're going to get to the two-wheel drive service truck around here, start getting it tore apart, and hopefully get that on the road. Still got some clearing to do in the areas I talked about in the previous video, and I'm going to start tinkering with my grandpa's truck a little bit here or there, so we can kind of combine all three of those truck projects into one, if you will, and hopefully get everything knocked out ASAP. If you're still here watching, I really appreciate it. I know it's not really the norm for the channel, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. So we both came out smelling like a rose on this one, so we're going to call it good. Thank you all for watching. Please consider subscribing if you hadn't already. Hit the thumbs up button if you like what you see. Thumbs down, I understand it's not for everybody, especially on this one. Share the videos, get them out there. Might be somebody else interested in a little bit of this I'm doing here. Like I said, you never know what it's going to be from day to day, but baby steps, we're getting there. Until next time, thank you.